Kurt Angle comes in. You're not there anymore. He starts using the ankle lock. And I did exactly what I think everyone else did and pointed at our screen and says, that Shamrocks. What the hell's happening here? Did you have a feeling like that where it was like, wait a minute, wait, isn't this mine?
It was funny because everybody was hitting me up saying, dude, he stole your move. And I just kind of laughed. I was like, what are you talking about? He says, he's using your ankle lock. And I was like, it's not mine. It's like, I don't own it. Somebody taught me that ankle lock when I was in the world of fighting. I brought it into wrestling. I brought a lot of things into wrestling. It's great to see all those things being used and the opportunity for these guys to use it in an entertainment aspect. But really, it's just like when you look at the power bombs and the, superplex and all these different things that people do and somebody else picks it up and uses it. These things that when people look at it, and they shouldn't look at it as somebody taking something from somebody. I look at it as honoring somebody.
Did you ever have a conversation with Kurt after? Did he ever say to you, hey, I've been using this. I want to say, thank you for making it famous.
We've had our conversation and very respectful. Kurt's another great human being. I have a lot of respect for him, and what he did prior to wrestling was, tremendous and incredible. And then what he was able to do in pro wrestling. So just a tremendous guy. Another guy, like I said, is just a really class act, a good person, and a great wrestler.
Oh, God. Yeah. Top 10 of all time, 100%. Like he's up there. He's somewhere. He's either 1 or 10 or 5, but he's incredible. So right now with bare knuckle fighting, and you have UFC, you have WWE, you have that thing with Slap with Dana White, like sports now in bare knuckle fighting, it's like there's so much more happening in combat sports. So with your company, what exactly is the next step for your bare knuckle fighting company?
Yeah, it's funny too, because in the world of fighting, it was like, you know what you're doing. You got a match, it's set, and you train for that date. You go out, you do it, and everything it happens the way it's supposed to. When you actually running a business, like we're doing with the bare knuckle, it's constantly moving and changing all the time. And even what people are wanting to see, what's trending, what's not trending. There's a social media aspect of it. There's the actual fighter aspect. There's just so many things that is constantly changing that you have to be really quick in your mind and making sure that you're staying up with things that are happening. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what we've been doing, is that, when we first launched, it's not like I want to jump into something and spend a lot of money pushing something unless I know exactly the direction we're going. Mm-hmm. And because things have changed with bare knuckle and with what's going on in the UFC and then what's going on in the pro wrestling world, and then of course in the sports world where business is starting to cross over into sports with ownerships and athletes, there's a lot of moving pieces. And so we've really been really strategic on how we're moving forward and making sure that we're not only just building a great fight league, but we're building a great fight team and also a brilliant office of guys that we believe will have the ability to kind of push us up into the next generation of what's going to happen, being very creative of what we're going to do. So it's not a rush for us, but when we do move and we start really putting on shows every other month, you will see something that you haven't seen before. It's going to be very creative. It's going to be very exciting. And we want to push the envelope. And I'm the kind of person, I think anybody that knows me, I'm not going to go do something that everybody else is doing. Like I'm going to go out and put on another MMA show. No. I'm going to go out and put on another bare knuckle show. No. If I put something on and I'm going to do it the way that even my whole career has been, I'm going to be very creative and I'm going to make sure that it's not the same thing as everybody's watching.
Oh man, I'm all on. I need some of this right now then, because you got me all pumped up about the idea of what's happening. It's
coming. It's coming.
Yeah. Don't tease me like that, Ken, please. Because you're right. Anyone can put on a show for anything from music to movies to television to combat sports. But if you don't present it in a new light, but have some familiarity to it, well, then you might be lost in the shuffle. And I love the fact you're bringing up social media, because seeing some bare knuckle fighting on, Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, whatever, that brings eyeballs in.
Yep. And it's you're starting to see how people are really wanting to watch fights, and by listening and paying attention to the masses, which is the media and social, the people, Instagram, followers, all those guys, and you start paying attention to the world, it would be very stupid of anybody not to really start looking at those things and really start building an organization that would cater to that.